Hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? I'll wait until we have a few more people and then I'll start. I'll get off to the races. But I am finishing this game tonight. It's currently 3:20 where I'm at in the world. And I want to finish this game. I don't know if I have 4 hours left or if I have 5 hours left or how many hours I have. I want to beat this game. I am determined to beat this game today. If I have to stay up all night, I will. Because I've been thinking about this game nonstop, and I have so many questions, and I want to share that with you guys before we get into it. So it's gonna be a good stream. Very good stream. And I have some things that I want to say. Things I want to get off my chest about this game. But can you guys hear me? How do I sound? I'm going to put this a little bit so that way I can just scoot in. Apparently I can set a goal. I don't want any money. Hey, life, how's it hanging? Okay. Sound good. So, I want to talk about Silent Hill F and the comments that I made in my last stream. I don't know if you were there. If you were there near the end of the stream, I pretty much made a lot of criticisms towards the journal and the creature designs. Awesome. I'm excited. So okay. So I'm just going to lower the music. I'm going to stop it. All right, so about the journal entries in Silent Hill F. I feel like it's a missed opportunity for having the creatures being a mystery, so that way we as Silent Hill fans can speculate, because the previous Silent Hill games have been very blunt. They don't have any ambiguity, and I apologize if I said that word weird. Ambiguity. I always say that weird. I apologize. But being ambiguous is something the Silent Hill franchise hasn't been for a while, at least with the Team Silent games, and that's what made them so interesting. You could speculate, you could theorize. That's people to this day still theorize about Silent Hill 2. I made my own theory video on Silent Hill 2. Some of you might remember that, maybe you don't, but it's like one of my most popular videos, one of my most viewed videos. I believe it has like over 20,000 views on it. Not trying to brag or anything. But I felt like it was a missed opportunity for the journals to pretty much have bios on every creature. And it just kind of took out the mystery and the intrigue. And I understand that. I understand that completely, how that would be a bad thing. Instead of having us speculate what they can be, we're being told via journal entries. This is kind of my devil's advocate for it. The thing, here's what I want to say about it. I think that the journal entries for the monsters or for the characters, I don't think it is a huge part of the game. I feel like perhaps maybe that is not what we should focus on. I believe that with these creature designs and with Hinako's diary or journal entries on these monsters, it's kind of her interpretation of what these monsters look like. So the monsters themselves, they're kind of like ink blots, like a Rorschach test. And this is Hinako's interpretation. Would it have been cool if we weren't told this and we could make our own uh, speculations as to what the creatures mean to Hinako? Yeah. But I feel like with these journal entries for the characters, the bosses, and even the creatures, it gives us an insight to who Hinako is. And I don't believe that's going to like spoil the story and say what is going to happen in the story, because I feel like the story is very Silent Hill-esque. I feel like it has a lot of the soul of what made Silent Hill so great, which is the eeriness, it is ambiguous in terms of the story itself, the core story, not so much the characters and what they mean to the story, but the story itself. And it just makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, this game makes me feel very, very uncomfortable. And that's something that a Silent Hill game has not done in a long time. Like, I feel very, very uncomfortable with this game. And I've been thinking about it all day yesterday when I went to my kickboxing gym. I started doing that to lose some weight. I lost like 15 pounds this month. But the game makes me feel uncomfortable. And it's not like the game is like a haunted house, like the creatures jumping out from the bushes that scares me. It's just the whole feeling and mood of this game that creeps me out. The implications of some characters and their motives and their overall mood. I don't understand what's happening. Like, I feel lost. And not lost in a bad way where I'm confused and I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on. It's just I have so many different theories in my head to what's going on. But the game isn't really giving me an answer. So I'll wrap up this with an anecdote, and then we'll get started with the game. But I had this dream that, well, I read an article about this boyfriend and girlfriend that were in the woods hiking, and I don't know what forest trail they were on, but essentially what happened was a branch fell from a tree and it hit the girl, and she died instantly. Like, there was no chance of her surviving. Like, it killed her immediately, and it's devastating. Imagine you do this trail, this hike with your girlfriend, spending quality time with her, and then she's gone like that in an instant. And I had a dream, afterwards about my girlfriend. Well, my ex-girlfriend. She's my ex-girlfriend now, but at the time she wasn't. And I'm not going to get into that. That's not what's important. The important part was I had a dream about her that she died. And I grew up in a religious household, a Christian household. And, I was raised to believe in going to heaven, serving God, being a good person, you'll go to heaven. And lately, I've been distancing myself from the religion. I don't really believe in God. I'm kind of, I don't really know where I am in the religion spectrum. I'm not a full-on atheist, but so far right now I'm just trying to figure myself out. And after that dream, I thought about death. I thought about what happens to us when we die. And not trying to get philosophical here, but death is one of the greatest mysteries in life. It's an answer that we'll never have. And in different cultures and religions, death is expressed differently. And to me, when I think of death, I hear some stories of people just saying black. That's it. It's kind of like sleeping, but, there's nothing. It's just black. And I thought about that with my ex, when she dies and that's it, she's no more. She was here one instant, she's gone. And she's gone and she's not coming back. And with Hinako, what really unsettles me about this game is that it's the themes of death. And you know, her sister Junko, we see her in the last stream and how she's just completely, her skin is decayed. It's black, gray, and she's wearing an owl mask or some sort of bird mask. She's not part of the Fox. She's not part of the Fox cult. At least that's what I take from it. There was mentions of a wife killing herself earlier in the game. I theorized that to be Junko. And there was also theories of kids dying in the creek. I thought that would have been Hinako. She probably died in the creek. And right now, where Hinako's at, she's in this purgatory, where she's in this altered reality, this Fogtown reality of um, Ibi Sugoka, and this alternate reality, which is joining this Fox cult, which is a demon cult, or joining the devil. So it just made me feel very unsettled, and it made me uncomfortable. And that's something a game has not made me feel in a long time. I played scary games where I was my palms were sweating and I was nervous, but I never played a game that actually made me uncomfortable, and it had bigger implications in my life where I was thinking about death. So that's kind of how I feel about Silent Hill F. And I'm really, really intrigued to see where this. It's not going to have answers. I know that it's going to end ambiguous. It's going to have an ambiguous ending. But anything, I'll take anything as a answer. And my game crashed. What? It crashed my computer and it stopped my recording. Wow. My game just crashed. I didn't play. I didn't start anything. I was recording. I'll start recording again. Actually, let me just pull up the game and then we'll start. That's the first time this game crashed on me when I was trying to boot it up. Really? Yeah, I've seen other instances that it crashed. So yeah, I kind of shared a little bit of my insight into this so far, which is just death, and it just made me think about um, my own life. So, are you guys ready? We're gonna finish this. Uh-oh. All right, can you guys see me and hear me? I need to know because right now it's saying that the video is not receiving enough. It's saying that YouTube is not receiving enough. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Okay, you guys can hear me and see me. Okay. Got it. All right, let me. Okay. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot now. Okay. All right. I want to stop recording. Uh, All right, something's happening. I'm gonna briefly stop the the stream. I'm not gonna end the broadcast, so I'll be right back. Okay. Um, I'm back. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? I'm sorry about that. Like whatever happened, the crash messed up I had to restart my computer because it wasn't recording any of the footage. So, I decided to restart my computer and that seemed to do the trick. Great. Awesome. You didn't miss anything. For those of you who are just entering my stream, um did this thing just crash again? It just crashed again? Why is it crashing? What am I doing? What the fuck? This didn't happen last time. Why is it crashing now? Hold on. I'm going on Steam. Is there a patch for this thing? Yes, view the page. Cuz now this thing is crashing. Silent Hill F is crashing. I tried starting the game, it just crashed. Alright, let me try it again. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try this again. This better not fuck up my software. I'm gonna be so mad if it did. If it does. Um and now it's saying that it's not a YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain the. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Alright, now I'm starting to get upset. What is going on? No, it's not what I want to do. This is buffering. Are there any settings that I can do? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience better. Alright, I guess that's fine. Can't watch. Okay. Alright, everyone stay calm, please. Please stay calm. Okay? Okay. Alright, so now we're getting into this. Hawk, I don't know if you missed the beginning part of the stream, but I pretty much talk about my feelings towards the themes of this game. And I believe. Hold on. Can I take this, please? Thank you. So the sparrow, I believe that might be a representation of Hinako's sister. Is the sparrow? She's wearing a bird mask. She's not really part of it. Letter with pressed flower. There used to be nothing I hated more in the world than being forced to live as a proper girl. But when I think of you, I start to wonder if maybe, just maybe, there was a reason I was born as a girl. I hope these feelings will reach you, like dandelion seeds carried in the wind. Okay, I got that. Mandate of the clan. A living sacrifice shall be offered every 8 years, for nothing else can quell the wrath which dwells in the waters deep. She shall be a maiden fair and pure of heart, and blood which flows through her veins shall be that which has been blessed by the stars and is beloved by fate. Let it be known that only the most suitable sacrifice shall quench the being's vicious thirst. The duty of finding such a sacrifice shall fall upon the head of this house. Okay. Trick Mother's letter. Good morning, my handsome boy. I have good news, indeed good news to a Sanuki is always, accompanied by the news of someone else's death. Your father and that woman he kept as a pet have both gotten sick and died, and now your grandfather, the head of the house, has invited you to the Sanuki residence to make you successor. It is a pity that I couldn't reacquaint you with your father, but at least I was able to make you a successor to the Sanuki lineage. Alright, so just asking, how do I look? Does everything look okay? I think this... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. As I'm looking at my output, it looks weird. What the hell is going on here? Okay, that's a bit better. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do it like this. Alright. I feel like I was just here. Oh, wow. I don't think I've been filled with pretty sure I have done this already. Okay. What was the whole point of this? Because I keep going back to this. I need one more. I killed him, but why is it letting me go back in? That I don't understand that. Oh. Alright, for some reason my mic was set all the way low. I did not mean for that to happen. What is going on here? Am I choosing the wrong door or something? Okay, so there was really no reason for me to go in this room. So it's like it doesn't let me go unless I kill those enemies. So I already went through this door. Let's... Oh, there it is. Alright, scroll. Sacrifice once for all. Body and soul made pure by rebirth. Offer all that is yours.
全てを捧げます。私はごとゆき様のものです。
No, I already done this. So if I go into the same room, I have to go back in here. And then they're gonna spawn. Son of a bitch. Alright, alright. Okay, so when you siphon them, you get some health back too. See, I just did this like 3 times, and it's still... Ugh. What was the whole point of that? I just did that, and then I'm able to leave after I kill them. What was the point of that? Okay, so I shouldn't go through that. Okay, I got divine water. Is there anything else that I'm supposed to do with these guys? Because... No, I came from there and I did that already. There's something else that I'm missing. It won't let me go through any of these doors. Is there something that I'm missing? Okay. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I probably am doing something wrong. Yeah, I just... Oh, this is new. Okay, this is new. Would you stop hitting me? Oh god.
ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では、
お姉ちゃん。
殺せた？しっかりと。
うん。
しっかりね。
しっかりって。
今日だけはお姉ちゃんとあなたの二人だけの秘密にしてあげる。でも今日を超えてまだ生き残っていることがあるのなら、お姉ちゃんが彼のためにもあなたを殺すからね。
もう少し外していた方がいいかな。
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
あなた様のお印ですね。
God damn it, this is probably gonna be tough, isn't it? God damn it. The fox brings along his followers in triumph. So I believe... He's the one that's in front. He's the one bringing him to triumph. Don't even notice. Obviously, that's not right either. And it's leading his followers to triumph. I believe it was this one in particular. Seems like the white one might be resisting down there. She's just staying there. I believe that one probably wants to leave. Resist. Hold on. The white bird wishes to resist. That one is just chilling over there. No good. Wants to lead him to triumph. My dog is barking downstairs. I apologize for that. Let the line of foxes guide you. So these foxes are going this way, and then there are only a couple foxes going that way. So is this the one that's in front? And then we have this one. Because those are the only two that are facing that way. And then there's the one that doesn't notice. So maybe it's not there. Maybe it's this guy? No, he notices too. This puzzle is freaking confusing. Come on, man. Alright. So it's saying that let the line of foxes guide you. So I believe that's supposed to be me that's in the little box. 1 second. Okay. Um. Hold on 1 second. All right. Oh boy, another difficult puzzle. Of course, they can never make this easy. That is just great. This whole time my webcam's been. Hold on. A little bit. There we go. There we go. So now you guys can see my face. So you guys can witness the terror on my face. Okay. So, nope, now I'm out of frame. It's not what I wanted. Very unprofessional. I had this right the first time and then my stream had a crash. Alright. Okay. Okay, so that's me right there. That's me. Said, let the line of foxes guide you. Offer the crest and lay bare your soul. So the blackbird wishes to take the white bird. The fox brings along his followers in triumph. He notices not the two birds in conflict. So he doesn't notice the two birds in conflict. Okay, I believe this might be the fox that's leading them. But he says he doesn't notices the... Nope, come on. Says he doesn't notice the two birds fighting. The fox brings along his followers in triumph. So the blackbird wishes to take the white bird. The white bird wishes to resist. So maybe the white bird wishes to resist. Okay, so that's not it. Because that's my symbol right there. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be me. And told me to lead. Well, all the other ones are standing, but this one is sitting. So is he supposed to be the leader? He wants to resist. I'm trying to think of the story. The blackbird wishes to take the white bird. The black wishes to take the white. It's not. So, I want to assume this is the black wants to take the white, right? The black wishes to take the white one. Okay. And the white one, she's here. But he doesn't notice it because he's just chilling, apparently. He notices not the two birds in triumph. I mean, I would assume this is him, but he doesn't notice. Or maybe... Come on. So he wants to take... Or maybe... No? Okay. Because I feel like this is the one that's leading them to triumph, no? Because he doesn't notice them. Then we have all these other foxes that are going this way. Because this is like the only fox that's having the hat on and he's sitting like that. I don't know if he's... Maybe he's not the follower. Oh, come on. Alright, let me think for a second. Because I believe I have all the clues that I need to make this possible. The blackbird wishes to take the white bird. Okay. So I believe that this is the white bird. He wishes to take the... Because if we look at the lanterns, you can see which one is holding the lantern. So there's... maybe. Maybe. It's there. Leading them to triumph, right? He wants to take. Let's resist. Okay. We got it. Okay, that wasn't a bad puzzle. I understood. Oh, this is great. Are they gonna cut off my legs next?
Are
you gonna take my eyeballs?
Sa, kimi mo. Dewa, 始めようか。
はい。
これで最後だ。よくここまでついてきてくれた。
一緒だからここまで来られました。
もうわずかの辛抱だ。
はい。最後まで。
私の大切なものすべて奪
ぶと思うなよ。
Oh, nope, not looking back. Up. I'm gonna. Alright. 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 Alright, fine. What hit me? Oh my god, my frames!
お前たちのせいで嫌だもう嫌私の街を返して
Crowbar, nice. Oh my god, dude, I gotta fight this thing again? I've been... Alright, this... Alright, would you stop, stop, stop. Oh, okay. Shimizu Hinako, last seen wearing colored uniform, colored skirt, details of disappearance, left home, met with... Oh, so I'm missing.
こうはならない絶対
Oh, I'm running away. I'm running away that where I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna... Alright, this is getting too much. How was I supposed to survive that? They threw like 5 different enemies. I've fought the same one like 3 times already. That's annoying.
殺すか殺されるかだ苦しみながら死ねお前たちのせいで お前たちがやったように私もお前たちの全てをぶっ壊してやる
Hold on, hold on.
よくもお父さんをお母さんをお前を許さない絶対に。なぜ
こんなことだろうと思いました。
お姉ちゃん助けて。
これがどれだけ失礼なことかあなたにも十分分かっているはず。殺しなさい。殺しなさい。さあ。
どうしてお姉ちゃん。
それがあなたのためです。死になさい。
属性の娘よ。
当面はふさわしくない。
ようこそ。どうか心安らかな日々を。
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
街が綺麗。死ね。私の邪魔しないで。そうよ、これは私の選択。私は家に帰る。 世界が私を祝福してる。両親にも会いに行こう。
Oh my god. That was terrible. So the reason I don't use lock-on is because sometimes the lock-on doesn't work. Like the camera just gets all weird. So I don't like using lock-on.
な子や。綺麗だよ。ほら、お父さん。
ここはもうお前の家ではない。一人で帰ってきても敷居をまたげると思うな。
This looks so cool. I like this.
くねった道、まるで私の心みたい。あんたなら全てを壊すの手伝ってくれるよね。
This is a boss fight, isn't it? Anything in my journal? Hold on.
通さないつもりか。上等だ。
Okay, I think I understand the lock-on mechanic now. Because when you lock on, you don't turn your characters, like it does it automatically for you. When you look to another enemy, it automatically locks to that other enemy. So that's why a lot of people were just kind of confused on how to use it, because You know, normally when you lock onto an enemy, you can move your camera around freely. But here, if you look to another enemy, it's got to lock onto that enemy. I mean, maybe I'm just stupid and I just realized that now.
まだ邪魔するか。気が済むまで血の海に沈めてやる。
Oh god. Oh, I have too many. Okay. The lock-on mechanic, like, after understanding how to use it, it's not that bad. Okay, we're at the end then. We're at the end. Let's do this. And I've only been recording for an hour and a half. I have too much shit. Okay, hold on. Got a lot of toolkits and health. Alright, let me sell some stuff then. Wish me luck. You're giving me so much stuff.
まさかまだ生き残っていようとは。
お姉ちゃんは所詮は向こう側の人間。私の気持ちなんてわからない。
落ち着いて。あなたがどうしてここにいるかわかる？
わからない。ここはどこ？怖いや。辛い。気持ち悪い。帰りたい。
それは何の？あなたいつから飲んでるの？そんなに飲んで大丈夫なの？
全然大丈夫だよ。これを飲むと落ち着くから。
もうやめなさい。それを飲むのをやめて。
私に構わないで。これが全ての根源。お前は私の全てを奪った。ザクコもリンコもシュウも奪い、お父さんもお母さんも。私を返せ。奪った全てを返せ。
Oh shit.その程度か。 I wouldn't taunt her if I were you, Inako. Oh. Oh no.
絶対に認めない。ひな子を渡したりなんかしない。
Oh, I thought I died.
私がこんなところのこんな奴らも全てぶち壊してやる。
There's pills everywhere. Why are there pills everywhere?
邪魔するなら容赦しない。私たちに誰も構うんじゃねえ。
待ってくれみんな。ひな子とは私が話す。ひな子、なぜだ、どうしてお前の心を分かっている、思っていたのに。
ずっとって約束したじゃない。裏切り者。どうしてこんなことを。
Again?
本当にごめん。俺が間違ってた。俺はただ、でも
やめろ。友達の声で話しかけるな。もう少しの辛抱だ。
The pills are getting bigger and bigger. I love this. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Silent Hill F. So I want to wait until the credits are over.
米川により県警本部県道8号線にて当該事案の被疑者と思わしき女性に襲われた男性2名のうち1名は現在心肺停止の状態。
羽倉町1より県警本部、一部被害者に使用された包丁ですが敷地内からは発見できず、被疑者は現在もこれを所持している可能性が高いと思われます。どうぞ。
県警本部から各局、女性被疑者は20代です。花嫁装束、身長は 160cm 少々、常吉神宮より逃走中、凶器を所持している可能性が極めて高い。各局はくれぐれも慎重に対応されたし。
羽倉町1から県警本部、被疑者は赤と白のカプセル状の薬のようなものを犯行時に断続的に服用していたとのことです。
県警本部より神楽町1、それは式場内で発見された正体不明のカプセル薬と同一のものか。どうぞ。
羽倉町1から県警本部、被疑者が服用する際
It was the pills. Oh. So it was the pills that made her go crazy. They spoiled that in the trailers though. They spoiled it. I was hoping it wasn't going to be that in the trailers. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's just the pills that made her go crazy. Perhaps maybe it was. So Konami spoiled their own game in one of their trailers. Okay. The music is amazing in this game. I love the music. Kira Yamaoka never misses. Wow. So I'll definitely check out the endings, because there's multiple endings. It's not just this one. You want me to rate it? I don't know if I can rate it right now. Hold on, let me wait until the credits end. Because I feel like I should rate it when I play the game multiple times, because this is my first playthrough. Yes, I know that. We have to do no game plus. New game plus. Okay. I wonder how much more credits there are. I don't want to skip it. I don't want to disrespect the people that worked on it. Unreal Engine. Alright. You can now create save data from the completed game. By beginning New Game Plus with the data from a completed game, you can experience changes to the story and have the chance to fulfill specific conditions to unlock new endings. You will also be able to play on the hard difficulty setting, Lost in the Fog. Okay. Alright, so things carried. So I'm going to get my faith. I'm going to keep my stats, non-puzzle documents, and journal information. So I guess I'm still going to keep all my journal stuff that have nothing to do with the puzzle. Certain key items, obtain umamare. Okay. Alright. Alright. So I'm gonna put my New Game Plus. Okay. So Okay. So let me get some music to fill the mood, so I can express what I liked, what I didn't like. I'm gonna go more in depth in my review, but this is kind of like my thoughts right off the cuff as soon as I finish playing the game. So, I don't understand why Konami spoiled it in one of their trailers. Because that was kind of one of the things I thought, that maybe that she was hallucinating the whole thing. and she was actually killing real people. But it turns out it's the drugs. And the drugs have been hinted at throughout the story. It wasn't so much in your face. It was kind of like sprinkled here and there. So I appreciate that. I mean, there was a document that we saw that explained that the pills or the new medicine allowed you to converse with gods, right? So here's what I liked. I love the creature designs. I think they're by far the most creative creature designs I've seen in a video game. I liked the voice acting for the Japanese dub. Solid acting. The score was amazing. I loved the score by Akira Yamaoka and the other person that helped score. I liked the environment, the whole world. I felt really immersed into the world. So I really loved the world building. What I didn't like was the combat. I started to get used to the combat. It wasn't as annoying. But then I kept fighting the same enemy over and over and over again. Like, I fought that pregnant boss like 7 times. I was just getting tired of it. I think the game was a bit too long for my liking. But let me lower that. That's how I feel. I enjoyed this game. I don't know what I would rate it. For me, this is a buy. I would buy this game at $70 because I think this is a very unique experience in the Silent Hill franchise. I am glad that it wasn't the same trope of Kineko is a bad person all along and the town is punishing her. We have too many of those. Too many of those. So this was a very unique game. If I'm being honest. Story-wise, I actually enjoyed the story. The story was unique and different. I like the cultural insight into Japanese marriages, especially looking the parallels to today's standards and back then. Because Hinako couldn't be herself, right? She had to pretty much stop being herself. She needed to marry a man. She didn't want people deciding for her. She was very stubborn. So, she had a lot of criticism towards her peers and her classmates and her own family that she just wasn't ladylike. And she was so stressed out at home, Shu gave her the pills instead of talking to her. So someone explained that to me in the comment section about noticing the red pills being in different places. And near the end, the pills were placed everywhere. When I was trying to run out, they just kept laying pills. I like that. I like that a lot. The ending, however, again, I'm really upset that it was spoiled in one of the trailers. I think it would have been a really cool ending if it wasn't spoiled already. But they spoiled it. But I know there are multiple endings. I know that is one of the endings. So, am I excited to play the whole thing all over again? I mean, if there's a way to speedrun it, then sure, but this game took me... How long did this game take me? It took me, I believe, 12, 14 hours. Which, it's a long game. It's a pretty lengthy game. I don't blame them for over-marketing it. Because, this is their comeback for the franchise. They wanted to bring the franchise back. The remake wasn't the franchise comeback. The remake was to get the people back. This game was the mark of a comeback of a franchise, and they wanted to do it in a new way. Because, again, we've had all the Silent Hill games take place in Silent Hill. I think it is. I think this is the best Silent Hill game since the Team Silent games. I mean that. I genuinely mean that. I know my colleagues and my friends are going to disagree with me, but I think this is one of the better Silent Hill games since since the Team Silent games. And I like the protagonist, Hinako. I do wish that the game would trust the player to be smart, instead of explaining everything in the journal. But at the same time, the journal was more so an insight to Hinako as a character, who she is, how she views things. So, I always saw it as like a Rorschach test, but perhaps maybe the monsters that she was seeing the monster she was seeing was in her head because of the pills. So, this game is, I don't want to say it's proof that Silent Hill can exist outside the town of Silent Hill, because we already had that in Silent Hill 4 and Silent Hill 3. But I think that the franchise I would see the franchise as a deconstruction of a fleshed out character, a psychological deconstruction of a character. And I think what this game did that, but it lacked the ambiguity of the Team Silent games. Is that a bad thing? I guess it depends on who you ask. Because I know there's a lot of diehard Silent Hill fans that wanted to have the Team Silent games in Silent Hill F. They wanted the ambiguous tones, but for me, I like this game because of the cultural differences. So I enjoyed this game a lot. I think I need time to chew on it, to think about it. But here's the thing. Here's why I'll defend the combat. The combat is good in the sense that this is a teenage girl. They said that she was in her 20s. Was she supposed to be 19? Because I thought Hinako was supposed to be like 16. Let me look it up. How old is she? She's supposed to be 13 to 15. She's supposed to be 13 to 15. So, she's like a 13 to 15-year-old girl. She's not an action hero. She's not Chris Redfield or Leon Kennedy. So when she's swinging, one thing I liked is that if you miss, you feel very vulnerable. Extremely vulnerable. So you have to do something. You have to get out of the way. But then there's the lock-on mechanic. And I can see where a lot of people have problems with the lock-on mechanic. I didn't even use the lock-on mechanic until the very end, until I understood how to use it. The lock-on mechanic is actually simple. When you lock on to an enemy, you don't move the camera moves automatically for you, and then all you have to do is just use the hit button. But when you use the camera to look around, when you look at another enemy, it locks on to the other enemy. It's weird. It's really weird. But after understanding how it works, I'm okay with it. So I do enjoy this game. It made me uncomfortable, and that's something that I haven't felt in a long time, especially with the themes of death. They're saying that Hinako died. I don't know if that was literal. I think that's more so personality-wise, because she was getting married to somebody. So she was taking pieces of herself, like the fox arm, the mask, and then she eventually became the boss at the very end of the game. I thought the ending boss was a really, really cool creature design. I liked it a lot. However, I am surprised that they didn't use the character on the case, you know, with the flowers on her head and everything, and her face peeling off. That's something I noticed. Her face didn't really peel off like it did in the trailer, so maybe that's another ending. So this is something I have to play again. I want to play it on my own, because streaming it is it's exhausting. But I'm glad that you guys joined me on this journey. But I did enjoy this game. I hope that answered your question. What did you guys think of this game? Did you guys enjoy this game? Do you guys think this game was okay? I think Townfall is going to be around the area of Silent Hill. I think it will. It has a lot of good reviews. But then again, this game took a lot of risks. Not all of them paid off. Like, for someone who has played the Team Silent games, this game is very, very unique and different. Very different. And I can respect the attempt to do something different. I hope it sells well. I would like to see more Silent Hill games that do risks like this. Like, see, I didn't understand the Fox Wedding. I thought it was like a demon worshipping cult. But there are a lot of Japanese folklore that you could research. And that's what I kind of like about this game, is that with Silent Hill, like Silent Hill 2, it was American horror viewed through a Japanese lens. So there's that eeriness, that disconnect that you don't quite understand something. And here, it was the cultural difference. I didn't understand the Japanese culture behind the wedding, the monsters, the creatures, the culture of being a woman. I didn't understand any of it. But there was a disconnect. The thing that made me uncomfortable, I said this in the very beginning of the stream. You can rewind if you want to watch it, but I'll summarize it. It was just the theme of death. So there was questions of whether Hinako was alive or dead, if she was fighting for her life. I don't know if that's going to be one of the secret endings. Don't spoil it for me. I want to figure this out for myself. And you know what? And here's the problem, Fortress. It is not fair to compare this game to Silent Hill 2. If you compare any psychological horror game to Silent Hill 2, you're going to be disappointed. Silent Hill 2 is the best. It's one of the best psychological horror games ever. I would say it is the best psychological horror game. And I think it is unfair to compare Silent Hill F to Silent Hill 2, or even the remake. I think they're both uniquely different. And all the westernized games have tried to do what Silent Hill 2 did, which is this town is punishing me, I'm a bad person spiel. I'm tired of that. So I think Silent Hill F is going to get more appreciation down the road. Right now, I believe this game is going to split people. It's going to divide fans, for sure. Because there's people who really like it. I'm on that side of the fence. And then there's people on the other side of the fence that hate this game because it's not like the Team Silent games, that it doesn't take place in the town. It's very different. There's no gun combat. It's just different and weird. And that's perfectly fair. Life is not a problem. I think at the end of the day, we have to realize that these are just opinions. Because some people would take it personal if you say that you enjoy the westernized Silent Hill games more than the Team Silent games. But yeah, I really do like Silent Hill F. I want to do more research on it, on the Japanese folklore. I want to understand this game more. And I feel like I feel like although the game spells out a lot of stuff for you, I feel like there is just so much more than what is being told. And you know, the combat people are going to call this game a Souls-like, and it's not. The combat will push away casual players and newcomers. Well, that's what the original Silent Hill game did as well, because the combat was not good in Silent Hill 1, 2, or 3. Or even 4. Like, the combat was always clunky and janky in the Silent Hill games. I think the issue is that people are going to expect a Resident Evil game. And this is not a Resident Evil game. The Silent Hill franchise was never action. It was never supposed to be a Resident Evil like franchise. That's why with these games, the protagonist is an everyday person, a normal person. It's not an action hero. And that's what Resident Evil is trying to do. They're trying to harken back to the old school survival horror, where it's a character that doesn't have any experience with combat. It's easier to make a better horror story with someone who's just inexperienced. So I cared about the characters. I cared about Hinako. I cared about her journey through the other world and the fog world and the pill addiction and all that. I don't think this game is bad, but I do believe it's going to divide some people. But I really enjoy this game. I think it deserves to be in the same pile as the Team Silent games for being unique and different. I think there's a lot more to like than there is to dislike. You let me know how you guys feel about that. It feels like they include the Book of Memories inside the game. Oh, why'd you retract that message? I was gonna read it. Fortress. Okay. Well, I want to play this game more on my own. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Did you guys enjoy the stream? I hope you did. I enjoyed playing. I enjoyed interacting with you guys. So I think I'm going to end it off here. If you guys enjoyed this, subscribe if you want to see more. Like this video, it helps me. Hype it, because apparently hyping a video helps me. Yeah, I don't know if they'll remake Born from a Wish, because I think it has to do with the sales. I was talking with Mr. Winters about it. Alright. It feels like they added the Book of Memories inside the game. The guide that was released in Japan in 2003 to explain Silent Hill 2 deeper. It was a physical book though, but still F explains more. Oh, I did not know that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a good Friday.